My name is Eric. I'm here going live. I'll be talking about real estate investing. So if y'all have any questions about real estate investing, let me know. I'm also on TikTok too. So I do the buy and hold. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me get this ready. I do the buy and hold strategy, guys. I love teaching people about real estate investing. I'm here in the Texas market. So what I do is I buy properties, I rehab them, and then I rent them out. So I've been doing this for quite some time now. I've been doing it since the early 2000s. I enjoy doing this, but most importantly, guys, I love teaching people how to get financial freedom. Um, I like buying single family houses. I also do apartments, but we're just talking about single family houses, guys. And if you want to learn about it, let me know. Put something in the comments. But the reason why I got started years ago is because I got laid off from corporate America, and I decided pretty quickly I'm not gonna keep dealing with that. Right? I did everything I was supposed to do. Went to school, got me a good education, graduated, did all that good stuff. I started working in the plants, and then once I started working in the plants and started making great money, well, everything was fine. Well, about a year later, I found out how corporate America can be, and I decided real quick that this wasn't for me. So they had laid me off. Now, the problem was when they laid me off, they really didn't care. That wasn't their problem, that was my problem. But I was, I was starting a family. I just had my second child on the way. There's a lot of stress, right? Obviously. But I just remembered they laid me off and it was business as usual. And I decided pretty quickly I need to find another way to make some income. It can't be dependent on corporate America. That was a great wake up call. I didn't learn that at any college, no school, no high school had taught me this stuff. It was just learning from life. And so then I started to get into real estate. And I actually saw this individual. I saw this guy and I was like, hey, man, I see you. Because I went to the gym and I used to work out at Bally's. And I said, hey, man, what do you do for a living? Because every time I see you, man, you're always in here. And he says, well, young man, now I was only 26 years old at the time. He says, I do real estate. I said, oh, you do this buy and hold. I said, you do the fix and flip and wholesaling. He says, no, I do the buy and hold strategy. And when he told me that, that changed everything for me because he said these exact words. He says, no, young man, I do real estate and I get passive income and build generational wealth. When he told me that, that just seared in my head. And so I had to ask him more questions, and then finally I ended up taking action and doing it myself. So once I learned this, guys, it just took me to the next level. I started to do it more. I started to buy my first house. I remember I bought it wrong because I did everything wrong. I didn't research. I didn't do any of that stuff, guys. So learn from my mistakes and piggyback off my success. I tell people that all the time. But I did everything wrong. But eventually, I bought my first home, got cash flow. Bought my second home, got cash flow, and then the history was made. The history was from there, right? So I'm just showing people you can make this happen. And by the way, you don't need a license for this. You don't have to have a degree, okay? You don't have to go to an Ivy League school and pay all this money, right? When people go out there and graduate and get this high school student loan debts, people don't mind doing that. But you can actually do real good in real estate. You just need to learn from somebody that knows what they're doing. That's the key right there, okay? So again, I'm on TikTok right here, guys. I'm on Facebook. This is my first time on, well, it's been a while since I've been on Facebook. I'm going to start going on here and just telling people about real estate investing. So if you want to know more about it, guys, on TikTok, tap your screen. What questions do y'all want to know? What's holding people back from getting into real estate? That's really what I want to know. I can tell you for me, when I first started out, getting funding, getting money was one of the hardest things. I don't know if it's, I'm sure it's that for some other people too, but I want people to know something. You don't go out there and pay cash for these homes. That's the wrong thing to do. You don't go out there and pay cash for these homes. It's all about leverage, right? If I was to go out there and pay cash for it, or even you, first of all, it would take us forever to go pay cash. All right, that's one thing because you don't make enough, right? So you'd have to get an inheritance or something from the lottery or something like that. So that's a slim chance right there. But it's all about leverage. And when I say leverage, this is what I mean. You got to be able to borrow other people's money, okay? When I first started out, I didn't have good credit and I didn't have any money. But I did know how to partner, or I found out how to partner with people that had the money and had the credit. Now, that got my feet wet so I can get into the game because I wanted to get into it. Now, what I had to do was split some of the profits because I couldn't take all 100% of the profits because I'm leveraging by using other people's money and credit, but it was still worth it in the long run. Okay, so that's one way to do it. So just telling people, guys, don't count yourself out. This is something that's doable. You can do this, but don't count yourself out. And again, you don't need a license, a real estate license, or you don't need a degree. You just don't need that. But get with somebody that knows what they're doing. And by the way, I am doing a 2-day workshop, guys. A 2-day workshop on real estate investing. So if you want to join it on Facebook, click the link in the description box, and on TikTok you can click the link in my profile. You'll see it. Again, it's a 2-day workshop coming up in September, giving y'all game and information about the buy and hold strategy. Okay, so that's how I do it. Just trying to teach people on how to make this happen. All right. Do you have any questions on TikTok? Let me know. Let me know what questions y'all got. I was at one of my properties just the other day. I know one of the questions people have too is, hey, look, my credit is bad. That's one question that people have. Well, I recommend you getting your credit score up. Even if your credit score is bad, guys, you can do things on your own, first of all, to get your credit score up. But I tell people all the time too, if you have to, get with a third-party credit repair company, right? It's worth it because you need good credit. Even if you're not getting into real estate, just first and foremost, you should be very mindful of your credit, because the higher the credit score is, the better you are, right? The system is designed on credit, all right? So with that being said, do what you can to make sure your credit score is up, all right? Sorry, I had a message on my phone. But do what you can to keep your credit score up, guys, because this is important. Melanie T asks, I'm asking what everyone wants to know. What is that you want to know, Melanie T? Holla at me. Let me know. What is it that you want to know? All right. What is it? I don't see your ebook on site. I'm buying it tonight. Okay, Shaker 22. Here's what happens, and this is for everybody, even on Facebook. I do have an ebook out, but this is what's going to happen. When you purchase the 2-day class, I will be sending you the ebook, so don't worry about it. That's going to come with it once you purchase the ebook. That's why you don't see it on there. All right. When you purchase the 2-day class, like I says, it'll be followed up, and you'll get the ebook at the end. So don't worry about that. You'll get an ebook. All right. Good question though. But what other questions we got on the about real estate investing, guys? What do y'all want to know? What do you want to know about real estate investing? Everybody's got, people are hesitant about this stuff, right? And I understand, because I was there too. But don't become fearful about something like this. Just educate yourself. That's the best thing I could tell you, because when I first started out, I was extremely in fear, right? But I want you to know something, that fear is an acronym, and it stands for something, right? And I tell this on my lives, and I say this on my lives. It stands for false evidence appearing real. All right, false evidence appearing real, and that's the truth, right? Just get educated about this, and it won't be as bad. Starting out something new is always going to be a challenge, and it's always going to put fear in you, or trepidation in you, right? Get the skills, get this knowledge and information, because I know this is how I looked at it. I didn't want to keep working for corporate America until the day I die. It just doesn't make sense. I didn't want to be 67 and a half years old working somewhere. That just didn't make sense to me, right? And I didn't want to keep exchanging time for wages, right? That's one thing I don't want to do. And I don't want to keep working for somebody because they have too much control. So those are the things that I thought of back then. Hopefully this helps you. Melanie T asks, interest rates. All right, interest rates are at about a 6 to 7% interest rate right now, even today's market, right? On what's today's date? August 21st, 2023. But guess what? That's not bad. Okay, that's not bad. I've bought properties in higher interest rates than this. Okay, so just because the interest rates are high doesn't mean you can't get into real estate. All right. I can be honest. I'm just being honest with you. So how do you combat that? Well, I'll tell you. Uh, One thing is what I did was when it comes to real estate, and by the way, I just bought one in January, right? And I have a 6.8% interest rate. And I bought one in 2015. I got four of them with a high interest rate. It doesn't bother me. When you know how to, you know, travel in this real estate game, you won't let things like that bother you. So let me give you an example. Sometimes I may do a higher than normal, get higher than normal market rate when I do things like Airbnb or event spaces or traveling nurses or insurance companies. When I deal with those companies and those organizations, what's good is that like I said, I get higher than market rent. So it combats that high interest rate. So that doesn't bother me. Somebody says, I missed your lives, G. Oh no, I just got on. I just got on here. Okay, somebody says, how and where do I start, my brother? Okay, Mr. I'm still here. This is for everybody out here. This is how you start. I'm just going to tell you, get the education first. You have to get educated. Don't make that mistake that I made. I didn't get the education. I went out there and tried to go blindsided. So this is what I tell people. This is exactly why I got the 2-day course. 2-day workshop. If you click the link in my profile, you'll see it there. I've got a 2-day workshop coming up in September. It's going to be September 13th and 14th. And when you purchase it, on the back end, I'm going to give you my ebook that I wrote. All right. And that's for you on Facebook as well. So get this education, get this knowledge, go through somebody that knows what they're doing. Also, when you click the link, you'll see my YouTube channel in there too. So I got a lot of videos. I got over 145 videos teaching you the game about real estate. Now, I want to let people know I don't do this fix and flip and wholesaling. That's not what I do. I do the buy and hold strategy because that's where the true wealth is, okay? I do the buy and hold strategy. So if you're looking for fix and flip and wholesaling, that's just not my style. When I first started out in real estate, I did the fix and flip, but I didn't like it, right? Because I just created another job, right? I don't want to go out there, fix these properties up, turn around, sell it, and then guess what? I got to go do it again to hustle to make that money again. Why not set it up one time and get reoccurring income every single month on the first? And that's what I teach my students, all right? So if you want to know more about this, guys, again, I got the 2-day. It's going to be packed with information, giving y'all game so you can go out there and start this real estate career. Because I know I'm glad I did it, and I've been doing it since the early 2000s. All right. We got any questions on TikTok? What y'all want to know so I can share this information on live as well? Any questions about real estate investing? Who's new to my live on TikTok? Who's new to my live? Let me see. What credit score is a good start? Homeless Living asks, what credit score is a good start? I say if you had about and every lender is going to be different now, by the way. Every lender is going to be different. But if you had about a 680, 720 credit score, then you're good. You're in good shape. Okay? You're in good shape. Purchase and sale agreements. I'm in Kentucky. Okay, look. You don't have to deal with that. You don't have to deal with that. You don't have to deal with, you're not writing those up. So don't get it misunderstood. Again, I don't go out there and do sales contracts and stuff like that, right? You don't need to do that. I still got work to do. Cayman Francis, I don't know what you mean by that. I need the interest rate to not be huge so I can actually profit. Homeless Living. The interest rates are high and I'm still profiting, okay? You have to know what you're doing. That's the key right there. I'm still profiting, even with high interest rates. Would you recommend using a HELOC to purchase the first property? Jazz J733. Yes. Would you recommend using a HELOC? Yeah, you can use a HELOC. I personally, I'm not going to talk too much about it because I'm not that well versed on HELOCs. However, what I use is I do cash out refis, and when I do a cash out refi, I pull the equity out of my deals and go get my next deal, and that's how I was actually able to do it. Cayman Francis says my credit score, sir. Let me come back up here. Let me see what you. Oh, you got to work on your credit score. I got you, Cayman. Yeah, do that. Get your credit score up. Like I said, you need about a 680, 720 credit score. It's going to depend on the lender, but yeah, work on your credit score. Do what you got to do, or get a third-party credit repair company. That's what I recommend. All right, that's what I highly recommend. So, guys, on Facebook again, I'm new here streaming on Facebook. I normally go on TikTok, but if y'all got any questions on Facebook, guys, leave it in the comments, and I'll come back on at a later date this week and answer your questions about real estate investing. All right. JZ733 says thank you. Cayman Francis says thank you. Yeah, guys, what other questions we got? I'm gonna hang out just for a little bit longer. Who wants to see one of my deals so y'all can get an idea of how this happens, guys? Because like I said, I do the buy and hold strategy, and I want people to understand something. I don't go out there and pay cash for these homes. That's not what you do, right? People have this understanding, and I guess I did too when I first started out. You don't go out there and pay cash for these homes. It's all about leverage. Leverage, leverage, leverage. Homeless living. Any tips to raise your credit faster? Yeah. Tap your screen and I'll give you this information. You can't say that on Facebook. You can't tap your screen, but on TikTok, y'all need to tap your screen, man. Y'all gotta let me, come on now. I'm gonna give y'all some game. I'm gonna give y'all some soft. Now, I don't know if this is gonna be faster. I don't know how fast it's gonna be, but I'm gonna give you some tips on how you can change and increase your credit score. Now, I wanna make something clear on Facebook and TikTok. I'm not a CPA. I'm not a credit specialist. I'm not a financial advisor. That's not what I am. I'm going to give you my advice from what I did to help me out. All right. So if y'all want this game, tap your screen. All right. Can't say that on Facebook because y'all can't do that on Facebook and tap your screen. But who wants it? I'm going to tell you some things you need to do. All right. I'm going to give you some sauce right here. Yeah, we got to get to 1,000 likes on TikTok. Come on now. Y'all got to, I come on here every day giving y'all this game and sauce. And the sad part is I don't see nobody else doing this. And I'm about to show you one of my properties, not to show off. That's not what I am. And it's not about to impress you. I'm trying to impress upon you. You can do this too. And I like to buy properties that are distressed. I like to buy properties that are dealing with motivated sellers. Do you use a rental agency to collect the payments? Jay-Z, nope. Jay-Z. Jazz J 733. No, you do not. Do you purchase tax deeds or liens? No, but I'll get into that in just a second on how I do it. Shanetta, I'll tell you in just a minute. All right, let me get to this other person's question because they ask a great question. How do I raise my credit score? Let me tell you some things you can do. First of all, what you should do is this. You need to go to a annualcreditreport.com. Annualcreditreport.com. By the way, if you're not aware of this, you get 3 credit reports each year on your credit, and you won't get dinged. It won't be a hard inquiry or a soft inquiry. You as a consumer, you get 3 free ones. Now watch this. You're going to get that credit report from annualcreditreport.com. When you get it, you need to look at it to see what's wrong. You need to correct any and everything on this, guys. Anything from a misspelled word in your name, anything from a wrong address that was in the past, because they look up your past, places where you lived. If you don't have a credit card on there that's saying that you do have one, if they're saying you're late and you wasn't, these things are really important and you need to tackle them. And what you can do is when you go online, you'll be checking it on. Here's the 3 credit bureaus: Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. You need to check all 3 of those. When you get your credit report, you're going to get all 3 of them already built in on your credit report. Now, also, if you have anything that's late, okay, you need to dispute that. All right, you need to dispute it, especially if it wasn't late. Let me put it like that. Or if you can, just see if you can ask them to forgive it or waive it. All right, so dispute this stuff online. And then also from this point on, guys, you have to make your payments on time. Making your payments on time and not being late is very essential. The problem is people have bad credit scores. There's nothing out there really to teach people, especially when you're coming out of high school or out of college mainly. And because of the lack of knowledge, then you get bad credit score, which they charge you more on higher interest rates, so you pay more. So you're being penalized for lack of knowledge. I'm trying to help people out. But go to annualcreditreport.com, get free credit report, check all 3 credit bureaus, dispute anything that's incorrect or inaccurate, and then in addition to that, like I said, guys, start paying stuff on time. Okay? These are just a few things you can do to help you out to get your credit score up. If this doesn't work and it doesn't bring your credit score high enough, then what you need to do is you need to get with a third-party credit company. I'm telling you everything that I did. I'm not a specialist. I'm just telling you some of the things that you can do. Make sure you pay your stuff on time. Never cancel a credit card either. I don't care how old it is. Don't cancel your credit cards. This is the mistake I made, and when I canceled it, it brought my credit score down. Just put it away and don't use it anymore. Okay, that's the best advice I can give you. All right, but that's what you do when it comes to your credit score. And like I said, if you do all that stuff, guys, and it doesn't work, get with a third-party credit repair company. And I have one in my ebook, by the way. Wait it out. Use that money to pay the debts. You can invest that money. That's what I recommend. Invest that money. All right, who wants to see one of my deals so you can get an idea on how this happens, guys? I'm going to show you how to go out there and start doing investment properties, okay? But I tell people, get educated first. Please tap your screen, because I got a universal information, guys, that people want to know how to make extra income. And I'm showing you how I did it through real estate. It took me years to figure this out. And I'm showing y'all in a live, giving y'all game and sauce. Who wants to eat? I always use that phrase, who wants to eat, because I'm giving you all the game and knowledge, or a lot of it. And by the way, again, for those that just came on TikTok, again, I'm going to have a 2-day workshop coming up on September 13th and 14th at 6 p.m. Click the link in my profile, you'll see it. And then on the description here in Facebook, for those that want to come to it, it's going to be game, I'm telling you. Who wants to see one of my deals so I can show you what I'm talking about? If you've been to my lives before, you've seen this house before. This is really for the new people. This is really for the new people, okay? For my new followers. Y'all ready? Who wants to see it? Who's ready to eat? I'm about to show y'all some game right here. I'm about to show y'all something. And by the way, this is my property. By the way, this is my property. This is not no fluke here. This is the real deal. Who want to see it? Tap your screen. I'm about to give y'all something. But I need to know y'all want to see it. I guess I got to flip my screen on for TikTok to see it. Somebody said, let's eat. That's what I'm talking about. Who wants to see it? Y'all got to let me know. Y'all got to let me know. Tap your screen on TikTok. I'm going to show y'all something. All right. I'm on a different area right now. So in my house, tap your screen on TikTok, because man, we about to do this. And on Facebook, you can't do this, but y'all can see my screen. I'm about to show you this property that I purchased. I bought this. Okay, I have to make this disclaimer all the time, because people be thinking I'm doing something and I'm not. Or I'm not selling this property. I'm not renting it out, and I'm not partnering with people. That's not the illustration here. I'm teaching people about how to go out there and get these investment properties and change your financial position, because this is exactly what I did. It took me years to figure this out, and I'm showing y'all in a live how to make this happen. All right. And again, on Facebook, if you got any questions, please put them in the comments. And at a later date, I'm going to come back and answer your questions, okay? Let's eat. Let's eat. Let me show you this. I'm going to flip my screen for TikTok. Here we go. Here we go. Let me show you. I know this look bad, don't it? Facebook be looking at me like I'm crazy. But watch this. Look at this deal. Now, for those that have seen my lives, you've seen this house before. But look, I bought this house in 2021. I still have it. Now, I want people to understand something. I love buying properties that need rehab. This is what you call a distressed property. And I was dealing with a motivated seller. It's distressed in the sense that it needs rehab. Oh, and by the way, my wholesaler brought this to me, okay? Excuse me, not my wholesaler. It was my realtor brought this to me. And as you can tell, this house is in bad shape. It's in real bad shape. The color is bad. It needs landscaping work. I mean, you look at this, old garage doors. Now, this was like my second day on here. Now, I already knew when I came to this property that I was going to get it. I already knew it. Some people pass this up because they don't know how to go out there and get these deals. A lot of people, some people did pass this up, I'll be honest, but I saw the opportunity in it where most people didn't. Now, the landlord was a tired landlord. They didn't want to be doing this, and there was a tenant in there, and you could see that the landlord wasn't really taking care of the property. Look at this. Now, again, if you've been to my lives before, you've seen this property, but this is really for the new investors and the new people that want to learn this stuff, okay? But look at this. The flooring is bad. It's got old cabinets. I mean, you can see it's pretty much speaks for itself. It's in bad shape. Look at the carpet. The carpet is old. Now, I did come in here with my contractors, and we're looking at this, and we're doing bids on this, but look at this. Tap your screen, TikTok, if y'all are still there. Let me know if y'all like this information. I'll keep giving you more value and information if y'all want it. Now, there was no way I was going to be able to rent this property out the way it is. There's no way, okay? This is where I come in. I evaluate the property, okay? And then I turn around, get it rehabbed, and then I rent this thing out. And I'm going to show y'all, look, watch. I'm going to come on here real quick. Look how bad this house was. But what I did like about it, of course, it's in a good area. Right? I can't change that. That's perfect. That's what I want. I want houses in good areas, great school districts, and I saw the opportunity. I'm about to show y'all the after pictures in just a second. Look how bad this house is. Look at the bathroom. I don't know how the tenant was living in there, but the tenant did tell me they weren't being charged that much because the landlord wasn't fixing nothing, as you could tell. Look at this. If you're on TikTok and you like this, let me know. Who wants to see the after pictures on TikTok and Facebook? Tap your screen if you want to see the after pictures. If you want to see more and you want more gaming information, tap your screen. Let me know. I'm going to show you what it looked like afterwards. By the way, let me explain something too. I didn't pay cash for this house. That's not what you do. And I didn't pay cash for the rehab. All right? That's not what you do. The new real estate investors or those that just don't know what they're doing it wrong. It's all about leverage, guys. Leverage, leverage, leverage. All right. Let me show you the after pictures. Man, we need to get to, hold on, we need to get to about 6,000 likes here on TikTok. I'm about to just show Facebook. I ain't gonna, let's get to 6,000 likes, guys. Come on. I'm going to get my screen ready because I'm going to show y'all. Now, again, I was working for corporate America, so I never picked up a ladder. I never picked up a paintbrush, okay? Yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm leveraging by hiring people to make this happen because I don't have the time to do it. You don't want to spend your time doing this. It's all about hiring people to make this happen. All right, here, let me show you the after pictures. I'm going to show you the after pictures right now. I'm going to flip my screen for TikTok. All right, here we go. Let me show you. This is what it looks like afterwards now. Totally different house. By the way, I was doing a live here the other day, so y'all missed it. I was showing the inside. I was going on the outside, showing people. I was in the backyard. I was in the front, just showing people and talking about the deal. Again, I bought this at the time for $120,000. We put about $35,000 worth of rehab. And then guess what? It was worth $280,000. So I bought it below market value. That's the key, guys. You got to buy it right. You got to buy it right. And that's the key. Let me show you. Now look at this. Would you rent this house out? This house there's nothing fancy about it, guys. It's clean and functional. I want you to see that. It's clean and nothing fancy about the way I do my properties. This was a 3-month rehab, by the way, a 3-month rehab. And I was working for corporate America. I have other houses to take care of, a family to take care of, all right? And I was working for corporate America. So what are you saying, Eric? What I'm telling you is that you can never be too busy. If you want to make a change in your life, you can, guys. It's all up to you. Nobody else can do this for you because I am not going to continue to work for corporate America. Who likes this so far on TikTok? Can you tap your screen? I guess people just don't like this stuff. That's okay. That's all good. I'm just trying to help people out and get to that next level because you can do this. Don't go out there, pay cash for these houses. That's not what you do. And you can make this happen. You don't have to have a degree for this. You don't have to have a license. Now watch this. I got one more part to this. This property here, I rent this thing out and I get cash flow every single month. I rent this thing out and I get cash flow every single month. These are the things I'll be talking about in my 2-day workshop, guys. That's why I'm creating it. People liked the 1-day workshop, so now I'm going to start doing the 2-day workshops. And I got one coming up again on September 13th and 14th at 6 p.m. So if you want to join it, click the link in my profile. All right? All right, Facebook, I'm done. I will be on live stream probably, I don't know, in a couple more days. So you can also follow me on TikTok, EY the Real Estate Investor. Let me take you to it. And be careful, guys, because I found out there's some people out there impersonating me. I didn't realize that, but yeah. Let me show you. Here I am, Facebook. You can always follow me on here, EY the Real Estate Investor. Like I says, guys, be careful because there's people out there impersonating me. Um, I don't know why. I don't know, man. People just be doing whatever. I don't know. But anyway, follow me. That's me. You'll know it's me not because of the picture, because people are stealing my picture. What they're doing is you'll know because you'll see me with this many followers. Thanks to you guys, I got 62.5 thousand followers. So the other people, the other impersonators don't have that many. So that's the real me. All right. Matter of fact, let me refresh my screen. You should see a red halo. There it is right there. So that's how you know it's me right there. All right. All right, Facebook. Thank you for joining my live again. You can follow